Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3. And if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you've got two teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Hey, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a first to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
Hello, once again, 3x3 fans. We are live from Bucharest, Romania, as the country hosts the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series for the first time. It's been 3 days of non-stop 3x3 action at Bucharest Park Lake Shopping Center as we take you through the final day of games today and crown the queens of the 8th stop of the 6th edition of this Pro Series. You can already see the first quarterfinal matchup up on your screen. It's your girl, Salale Shani. And before we get into it, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe, so you get the alerts you need to keep on track with all the 3x3 games coming up. It's a busy, busy calendar. Lots of entertaining games in store. But right now, let's turn our attention to this one. Madrid taking on Ukraine. And Madrid, that's the team roster up on your screens. They've had a nice performance in pool play. They lost to China 17-18, but bounced back with a win against Italy 19-16. And this team that's considered the B team for Spain will be looking to get a decently deep run today as Team Ukraine comes out on the floor. And Ukraine had a 1-1 record in a pool play as well. Beat Singapore, then lost to Azerbaijan. But they are racking up the accolades in statistics. They're 3rd best in shooting value, 3rd in most highlights, 3rd in fewest points allowed. And their star, Angelika Liashko, is 2nd in top player value. Not to mention that lady on your screens right there, Tetiana Yurkefigas. She has been a rebounding machine for Ukraine. She's been leading in rebounds with 15 and has been a dominant interior player cleaning up the boards for Ukraine. And that in part has really kept them in a lot of games, allowed them to take Azerbaijan down to the wire yesterday in pool play. Even though they lost that game, they came back to from a deficit to take Azerbaijan to the final seconds. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. And we're going to get started on this game in just a few. It's a nice turnout here at the mall. You can see guests sitting up on the balcony watching the action. The FIBA 3x3 Nations League, the Youth Nations League, and the Senior Nations League is in town as well, and those games have been going on throughout the afternoon. So the women's series has been sharing this court with that action as well. Bucharest getting a lot of 3x3 airtime this weekend. You love to see it, as Romania is investing more and more in developing the sport in the country and increasing participation. We're going to see the host team, CS Rapid Bucharest, play later on in the day, the quarterfinal matchup. So hang on in there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get started in just a few. All right, we are live. Let's get it started. Madrid in the white taking on Ukraine in the blue. And it's Ukraine that draw first blood. Tetiana getting us started here. Nice pass into Ana Palma. Gervasini cleans it up. Keeps Madrid in this game. Liashko now with the ball. Gets it into Tertiana. Tertiana's going to be fouled by Ana Palma. And that's going to be Madrid's first. Taking a look at that replay over there, Tetiana has been a dominant post player for Ukraine. Distributor as well. You see her trying to kick it out for the finish there against Dubnyk. But another whistle on the floor as the girls starting off this game a little handsy. It's going to be Ukraine's first. Gervasini gets it back. Oh, teammate was wide open in the paint as Ukraine are called for their second. Maybe they sensed it, trying to make sure Gervasini doesn't have that angle and that look to give the ball. Roters get it to Gervasini. We got some interior pass there. Ana Palma. Post move for her is good. Madrid gets that bucket. Dubnyuk, fade away. Off the mark. And Madrid are moving the ball very well. It's a team that's not been reliant on one player through the pool stage. They've evened out the responsibility, even out the pressure. There's not been a standout player, if you will, but that doesn't make them any less of a good team. As Gervasini with the steal, kicks it out. Roters thinks about it. Kills a dribble, decides to pass it out instead. And Madrid looking like they're playing it safe. They've not been aggressive with the attack so far offensively. And let's see if that will change as this game goes along. Gervasini has to let one go. Tertiana wide open in the paint. Recovery defense a bit too slow for Madrid. Roters locked up. Ukraine tried to collapse on the defense, but they're going to call a foul on the floor as we take a look at that replay again. I think they're going to call it on Tertiana. Roters gets it into Ana Palma. Ana Palma back to Roters. She's got one on her. Great defense. Liashko at the top of the key. She's got Ana Palma on her. Cross. Fade away. Off the mark. And shooter's touch not quite there yet for these sides. As we have a off the ball foul, gonna be Madrid's second. The moving screen. Players have to be careful to plant their feet. Make sure they're not moving as they're delivering those screens. It's been a modest pace here. There we go. Tetiana doing what she does best in that low post. And this time tries to get the steal, gets the foul instead. And Roters will get Madrid their first free throws in this game. And you see she had Tatiana beat, but Tatiana swung her arm just a little bit of a reaching foul to send Madrid to shoot one. Roters makes it count. Tatiana trying to take it all the way. No, kicks it out for the mid-range shot. And the two teams battling for possession. We are tied game with 3 apiece. 7 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Gervasini. They're gonna call 3 seconds on her. She just didn't have the angle to pass the ball out as we get our first TV timeout. The flow from both of these teams really has not really checked in. Both teams feeling a little cool. Again, it was a busy day yesterday of pool play rather. And it always takes teams a couple of minutes to warm up, but this is the elimination stage, so you got to give it your all. You can't just take all day warming up, so we expect to see these teams explode now coming out of that timeout. Ukraine looking a tad bit more energetic. That's a great fake and drive to the basket, isn't going to get there. Ana Palma kick out, gets it to Gervasini. Gervasini, step back two, count it. And look at the quick response from Liashko. She has been shooting 42% from deep and has proven herself to be one of the most clutch two-point players at this particular stop, as we see a great defensive play from Ukraine. They now have the possession. Liashko, she knows she's a threat from deep, fires. This time it's not going to get there. Ana Palma at the wing. Madrid looking a bit static with that off-the-ball movement. And two players crashing to the floor. I think they got tripped up a little bit. Yeah, battle on the glass comes with its damages. It's good to see that they're both okay. Tatiana evaluating her options. Crossover. Fakes one way, goes the other. Ana Palma stuck with it and is rewarded for her defensive efforts. It's going to be Madrid possession now in that low post. Fantastic finish from Maria Roters. Oh, that's a great find for Tatiana. Tatiana slipped right through the defense. And Ukraine hanging in this game. It's now 6 points apiece. Gervasini strokes it with confidence. And she's not been the greatest two-point shooter, but comes up clutch in that possession. Liashko with the response is heating up, ladies and gentlemen. Madrid and Ukraine going head-to-head. Maria Roters hacked on the drive. Take a look at that replay. Oh, she got a little elbow into the gut, so she'll earn a trip to the charity line. Roters gets it to go. Ball knocked out of bounds by Julia Soler. So I do believe it's going to be Ukraine ball. You see, you're having a conversation with the officials. Physicality in this game hasn't been too much. It's been a nice finessey kind of play. Great team structure. As we see, a nice steal from Gervasini. Times those steals oh so well as Soler misses everything. Gervasini chases it down, trying to keep it alive. And it's a competitive quarterfinal first matchup of the day. Dubnik kicks it out. Kosmach. Hezi almost loses it. Ukraine keeps it alive. Liashko off that time. Second opportunity for Ukraine to hit the two-point shot. Not good, but they've been doing a great job of crashing the board. Just not a great job of knocking down those shots. Liashko, she was late on defense, and Soler is going to make her pay. That was Roters. A nice ball handling, great finish. Daria Dubnik making plays under pressure. Kosmach kicks it out to Dubnik. Dubnik decides to take it all the way. No, pass into Liashko. Liashko, nice fadeaway, mid-range shot to make sure Ukraine is hanging in there with Madrid. But Madrid are resilient, making sure they knock down the easy shots. It's got two to shoot. Dubnik is going to have to let one loose. She does. Clutch two-pointer. And Ukraine now with the lead. 12 to Madrid's 11 points. We got another timeout on the floor. These two teams have been neck and neck. And we've now got 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Who's going to edge out the other? We're about to find out. 1-point game. Gervasini get us started from the check ball. Kick out for the 2-point shot. Raises the front of the iron. Ukraine deny the second chance opportunity. Liashko this time not able to hit. Boards chased down. Ukraine still have the possession. Dubnyk with a wide open look. Not going to get there. Roters out the wing. Gets it to Gervasini. Gervasini, she's feeling good about that shot, but it's a no-go. Liashko tries to feed Tetiana. Tetiana, 3 to shoot. Way off. Soler is now at the wing trying to draw the defense and feed her teammate. Ukraine were right there anticipating the pass. And that was a great job disrupting the offense of Madrid, who are down 1 point. They've not been able to score in the last 30, 45 seconds. Tetiana, kick out to Dubnyk. Gets it back in to Tetiana. We got Madrid picking up their 4th foul. And Ukraine will reset at the top of the key. Dubnyk gets it into Tetiana. Tetiana got the bump. Lost balance, wasn't able to shoot, and lost where she was. Her placement on the floor, steps on the line. It's going to be Madrid ball. Ana Palma, been a bit quiet in this game. It's a good screen for Gervasini. Gervasini rejected by Tetiana. And Ukraine, another possession to extend this lead by more than a basket. Liashko from downtown. She's been shooting so well. And Gervasini trying to get back in it. Unsuccessful, gets the ball back at the wing. Ana Palma, baseline drive is good. And Liashko doing such a great job for Ukraine and has been able to push Ukraine to a 2-point lead. Madrid struggling with their scoring. Gervasini, nice cross, left-handed finish. It's a tough play. Liashko feeds in. Tetiana, Gervasini disrupts. Gets a hand on it, but it's going to be a foul called for Madrid as Ukraine want to call final timeout. Tetiana Yukurvikas looking out of breath. Hey, it's okay to take a breather. She's been a great force for Ukraine, making sure she's dominating the boards and giving Madrid a tough time containing her. So some few adjustments to be made, just about slightly over a minute to go in this first quarterfinal game. And then it's on to the next one. Dubnyk to get things started for Ukraine. Handoff to Liashko. Excuse me, that was Dubnyk on the wing. Knocks down. The shot, 2-point game now. It's going to be a big, big 2 for Madrid, and it's not going to get there. And they are turning up the heat defensively, but Ukraine handling the pressure with so much grace. Liashko rims out. Ana Palma, kick out to Soler. Soler, this could be a great shot. No. Dubnyk now at the wing. She's She's got an opportunity to play with Tetiana. Tetiana trying to find positioning in that paint. She gets the ball, loses it to Ana Palma. 13 seconds to go. And we got a pushing foul on Maria Roters. That's going to be Madrid's 6th. And they were fighting for positioning. Get the foul called. Now Dubnyk blows by her defender, has time, kicks it out for the shot. Ukraine biding their time. They have the 2-point advantage here. And it's now 3 seconds left on the game clock. And with Madrid and the penalty, send Veronika Kosmach to the free throw line to make sure Madrid are completely out of reach in this game. Hey, they still have a chance. And it's going to be a big free throw shot for her to make. She does. Veronika Kosmach might have just been the nail in the coffin for this game against Madrid. Ukraine advanced to the semifinals. And what started out as a slow game, they came to life, made the adjustments that they needed to do, and Ukraine walk away with a victory. 16 points to Madrid's 13 points. All right, our second quarterfinal game of the day. It's going to be Seattle 3xBA versus Poland. And Seattle had a very dominant run at this Bucharest stop, completely destroyed their opponents in the qualifying draw, and then coming into pool play, they took down Benin 21-8, and then again against the Philippines 21-11. And they've not really been tested yet in this competition. But Poland coming in to the Bucharest top number 2 seed and currently being ranked 4th globally, this could be the first real test for Seattle to measure themselves. A team that is still fairly new in the 3x3 women's circuit. This will be a good way to see if they still got it, and that game is going to get started in just a few, so don't go too far.
Poland, and now the team's presentation. We will start with Seattle 3xBA, wearing number 2, Caroline Littlefield. Wearing number 24, Madison Scott. Number 1, Sydney Taylor. And wearing number 23, Alisa Utsby. Ladies and gentlemen, the team represents Seattle 3's basketball. And now for Poland, wearing number 2, Julia Bazan. With number 7, Alexandra Pshalawska. And wearing number 33, Veronika Telenga. And wearing number 0, Alexandra Jamborska.
All right, those are going to be your team rosters for this matchup. Poland had a 1-win, 1-loss record in pool play. They played against France and won that game, then went on to play against the host team, CS Rapid Bucharest, and lost it by 2. But many have been expecting them to bring in the momentum of the powerhouse they were in the FIBA 3x3 World Cup, where they finished 4th place. And it's been an interesting outing for them. They've been shooting not as well as they usually do from 2-point. And I'm sure they'll be looking to change that in this particular matchup against Seattle, which are an extremely athletic team. And Poland are known to struggle a little bit with the speed and athleticism of teams that play the way Seattle does. So it'll be interesting to see how they adjust to that. Seattle 3xBA, also known as Force 10. And indeed, they have been a force at this Bucharest stop, blowing teams out of the water. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it started. Taylor, heat check. And shooter's touch, not there yet. Plenty of time to warm up for her. Bazan. Great find for Telenga, but Telenga too strong for her. It was just between fingertips. So it's going to be Seattle ball. Taylor to check things up. Gets it out to Littlefield. Back to Taylor, and it's going to be Seattle's first moving screen. So ball goes back into Poland possession. Zimborska handoff to Bazan. Bazan, she's got Scott on her. She's a quicker player. Let's see if she decides to take her in. No. Good defense from Scott to deny the drive. Zimborska with the board. Bazan out to Zimborska. Zimborska almost losing it. She's got one to shoot. Zimborska buries the shot. And Poland with their first deuce of the game. Uspi gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Tough lady to stop in that low post. Offensively and defensively, you see she gets the defensive stop there. Now an opportunity to hit that 2-point shot. It's not going to fall. And Seattle, despite being one of the top scoring teams in this stop, they're second in most points scored with 21. They're shooting 22% from beyond the arc. As Bazan, now she saw the lane, tries to give the dish to her teammate Solarska, and I think she thought she didn't have her defender beat, but I think she actually had that look all the way to the rack. She should have just gone straight with it. Ustby, can Zaborska stop her? Yes. Good clean defense, manages to clear it. Great find to Telanga. Telanga. Basket's not going to count. And they're going to call her for a walk. Kick out to Littlefield. Littlefield, such a speedster. But Poland doing a really fantastic job defensively, making it very difficult for Seattle to score. Zaborska creates the space she needs for the shot. And she had to release it quickly. Seattle do such a good job of recovering defensively as Usbi, sweet left-handed finish. She has scored all of Seattle's buckets so far. And Seattle now with the fewest points they've ever had at this 7-minute 50-second mark at a game. Bazan, she had an open look at the rack, not gonna get there. Scott with the boards, Taylor, unsuccessful. So it's gonna be Seattle ball. Scott at the elbow, floats it into Usbi. Usbi, we know how efficient she is in that low paint, but Poland are doing a really good job of getting her out of position and making sure she's not squared up to the basket. And they've managed to contain her. Again, Usbi is the one who's scored all of Seattle's points, but she has not been knocking them down the way that she's used to. As we have a whistle on the floor, it's going to be another foul called on Poland, who pick up actually their first foul. And that's really just testament to the kind of defense that Poland are playing right now. They've been keeping it clean, all the while containing Seattle. Scott, bump, too strong off the glass. Telanga clears it, gets it into the hands of Zimborska. Back to Telanga. Telanga makes no mistake at the hoop. And another whistle, foul before the attempt. And that's going to be Seattle's fourth, as they are looking a little bit out of sorts for the first time in this Bucharest stop. Zimborska, Bazan had the right idea. She saw the mismatch underneath there, but Littlefield able to get her hands on the ball. We've got our first TV timeout as we take a quick look at that replay. Game is looking like a grinder. Back to the action. Poland giving Seattle a run for their money. Rush shot that time. Usbi trying to find Littlefield. She thought Littlefield was going to cut all the way to the hoop and timed that all wrong. It's going to be a turnover and ball goes into Poland's possession. Again, very low scoring game for both of these teams, as we have a little pitter patter of little feet. Travel call. Seattle possession. Taylor, she's been cold in this game. Has not been able to find her stroke. But you know what they say, shooters shoot. So you can expect her to keep on trying until the dots start to connect for her. In the meantime, Poland will be taking advantage of that offensive lasp. Bazan at the wing. Couldn't get the angle for the pass to Telanga. Kicks it out to Zimborska. Zimborska didn't touch the rim, so there's new shot clock, so it's going to be a violation. And Seattle ball. Utsby loses the ball. Zimborska, great defense from her. She is locking Utsby down. Taylor creates the space she needs for that shot. Again, still not been able to find that two-point shot that she's been relied on so far throughout this Bucharest stop. Bazan to Solarska. Solarska back to Bazan. Solarska, Taylor got a piece of it. Tilanga tries to keep it alive. Too strong off the board, gets the rebound. And it's going to be a foul on the floor called on Seattle. As you see the frustration in Scott's face. And nothing seems to be working for Seattle. As you take a look at that replay, she thought it should have just been a jump ball call. But look at this scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. Poland 3, Seattle 2, and we are halfway through this game. Extremely uncharacteristic for both sides as Szymborska tosses the ball out of bounds, but it's going to be a foul call. And she'll get to the free throw line and try and get the first bucket from either side, really. Oh no, that was not a foul. That's Uspi finally beats her defender, but the foul was called on the floor. Take a look at that replay. So it's going to be Poland's second. And Uspi actually made the basket. Szymborska tries to fire one into Solarska. Great defense from Alexandra Szymborska. Making sure those trying to feed the post, not making it easy for them. And their timing on those passes is impeccable. Scott, strong with it. We love it for her. Seattle now taking back the lead. Taylor, mid-range shot. Is going to drop it in. And I think she's realizing that her chances in the mid-range might be better as Bazan shaking off two defenders. Mid-range shot is not going to get there. And a reaching foul called on Bazan. No, it's going to be a double dribble call. Tilanga to Szymborska. Szymborska, she has the space to take that shot. She does. Taylor drills the two. All right, so she seems to find the stroke. Let's see if she can be consistent with it. Now 2-point game, Seattle in the lead. Taylor with the steal, gets it into Scott. Scott, fade away. Not going to get there. So Laska, feed into Tilanga. She's got Usbi on her. And the footwork was not working. Usbi stuck with it. So it's going to be a Seattle ball as Poland threw it out of bounds. Littlefield giving the screen to Usbi. Usbi, strong athletic move to the basket. And Seattle now starting to look like they're settling into their offense. Now have a 3-point lead. Bazan splits the defense all the way to the cup. Travel violation called on Alyssa Usbi, the former North Carolina standout, who's having her slowest game yet, but that's not a testament to who she is as a player. Poland have been playing some great lockdown defense and have maintained a lead for the better part of this game, but Seattle now starting to settle in and adjusting to Poland's style of play. It's a 2-point lead for Seattle. Bazan. Bazan. She read that defense well, but Scott read it well, much better. Gets the block. Littlefield now taking on Bazan. Mano a mano. Bazan, great defense. And we got a kick from Scott. So it's going to be Poland ball. But Madison Scott standing at 6'2", an Ole Miss standout, bringing her talents into this 3x3 women's series. Zimborska, bump, mid-range shot is good. Littlefield now kicks it out. They only got 2 to shoot. Usbi not able to convert. Bazan, once bitten, twice shy, decides to not take it into Scott this time. Tries to float the pass in and unsuccessful with that option as well. Seattle up 1, 3:11 to go. Taylor, so fast off the dribble, and 1. Count it. She had a bit of a slow start to this game, but looking like she's warmed up. Gets the free throw to go, converts it to a 2-point play. And now Seattle with the greatest lead so far in this game, 3 points. Poland have cooled off. And travel call on Telenga, excuse me. And it's going to be her second time she's been called for that travel in that post player. She used to work on her footwork a little bit. She's really trying to shake out that tight defense as Scott lost a handle on the ball, missed a wide open lay-in, but manages to keep Seattle in it. Nice dish for Scott. Looked like she was about to dunk that thing. And Seattle now up 4. 2 minutes 33 to go. Zimborska from downtown. Zimborska tripped up for Scott. He's trying to keep it alive. It's going to be Seattle last touch, so Poland ball. But a substitution as Scott checks out of the game. Littlefield gets it to Usbi. Usbi thought about the pass, said, nah, I can handle it on my own. No problem. No problem. She is all day. Serenga wants it. Bazan decides to go all the way with it, high off the glass. And Poland hang in there as Usbi and Taylor, nice 2-woman play between them. Poland not able to connect on their attempts. And time is now no longer on their side. Littlefield, she's in the corner. 2 to shoot. Usbi has to let 1 go. Comes up short. Tilanga with the boards. Bazan! And throws it right into the hands of Usbi. And nothing is working for Poland as we've got a bump. Taylor fouled as she attempts, so she'll head to the free throw line. And the momentum has shifted now entirely to Seattle's side. So Taylor will have opportunity to make this a 6-point game. She does. And now furthering. Oh my goodness. Look at the 2-point drained by Zimborska. Zimborska, known for her shooting ability, has been quiet in this game. And while she's come late to the party, Seattle are right there with it, having a time. You can see them starting to have fun as Zimborska, leading scorer at the FIBA 3x3 World Cup. She come a bit late into this game and could come back to haunt Poland, who are now down 2 possessions, 4 points. Zimborska, she wants the ball in her hands now. She's feeling good as Uspi fouls her. And so she'll head to the free throw line. And this is the intensity and aggressiveness that Poland needed from Zimborska from the opening whistle. 33 seconds to go. It now becomes tricky to cut down this deficit in this amount of time. Zimborska misses both free throws. Chased down, but Telenga couldn't get a handle on it. And now, with 31 seconds to go, it becomes very difficult for Poland to get back into this game. Let's see how things go. Zimborska get that ball in her hands, fires, she's fouled. And will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. It is going to be imperative for her to knock down these free throws. Poland been shooting 80% from the charity stripe, so a bit uncharacteristic of them to be missing now. As Zimborska, yes, that's the kind of basketball we expect to see from her. Gets the first one to go. Knocks down the second as well, and it's now back to a 2-point game. Bump on Zimborska, so it's going to be Seattle possession. But Poland still not in the penalty, so it's just going to be a check ball from the top of the key. Taylor has it. Kick out to Scott. Uspi doesn't get the angle. Telenga trying to stick with Taylor. Taylor strong with it, muscling her way to that rack. Now grabs the boards, gets it to Taylor. Taylor wants to clear. Is she going to run the clock down? Yes, she is. She knows the advantage is on their side as we see Seattle pick up their 8th foul. And if Poland hits these 2 free throw shots... Oh, wasn't a foul called. 2 seconds. Zimborska. It's not enough. It's too little, too late. And Seattle hang on to grab the victory and advance to the semifinals, where they will play against Ukraine. Final score, Seattle 16 points, Poland 13 points. And that was probably the toughest game that Seattle has played so far. So they're going to have a breather. We're going to have a breather. It's going to be a short entertainment break.
Iar eu vă invit încă o dată pe teren, pe marginea terenului și în tribune pentru meciul următor, acolo unde Rapidul se luptă pentru un loc în
All right, we've got our third quarterfinal matchup coming up. CS Rapid Bucharest taking on the Philippines. Our first semifinal matchup is all lined up. Ukraine will play against Seattle. And now we need to figure out which two teams are going to continue their journey to be named champions of the Bucharest stop here of the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series.
Number 26, Renalina Ferrer. Wearing 25, Alexis Pana. And wearing number 11, Kaye Pingol. Ladies and gentlemen, the team of Philippines. Iar acum în aplauzele voastre, cu gălăgie pentru Rapid Bucharest! Cu numărul 8, winning number 8, Alexandra Bogdan! Wearing number 3, Hortense Limuzon! With number 6, Martina Pedrenaite! And wearing number 23, Alina Bogdan!
All right, so those are going to be your team rosters for this matchup. CS Rapid Bucharest did not have an easy journey to this quarterfinal game. They won against Poland 21-19, then lost against France by a whisker. But that was a very competitive pool, Pool B, having Poland, France, and a Rapid Bucharest. But it's good to see the home team, or the hosts rather, make it all the way to this stage at the bare minimum. And they have been championed by Hortense Limousin, the French champion and Olympian, the only player with a triple-double, 555 in this competition, and second in player value. And may I remind you that Rapid Bucharest performed at the Orléans stop in France a few days ago, just this same week. And so they'll be battling fatigue, they'll be battling mental tiredness. So really, they're going to have to dig deep to win this game against the Philippines and increase their chances of advancing to the finals. It'll be great to see them in the final game. But before we get there, one game at a time, they got to take on the Philippines. So there we have the whistle. It's time to hoop. Let's go, let's go. Pingle blocked disrespectfully by Martina Pedrenaite. But she shakes it off like water off a duck's back. And it's always nice when you block like that, but the foul is called, so you get to go to the free throw line. It's called redemption. Pingle with the steal. And Pingle misses the first chance, gets the second one to go, and puts the Philippines up by 2 points. Kay Pingle leading all players in steals. Does such a good job of anticipating the pass. She has those quick hands. Rips it right from your grip. You can see her on the help side defense there. It was just enough to force the turnover from Bobar. So possession goes back to the Philippines. It's going to be Raynalyn Ferrer, a.k.a. Tantoy, to get things started. Kicks it out to Cacho. Cacho. She's got Pedrenaite on her. Pedrenaite, also a great defensive player. Just enough pressure to force Tantoy to make a different decision. Cacho now with the mid-range shot, not going to get there. And Lumza now kicks it out to Petronaite. Petronaite! My goodness, she does it again. Been a phenomenal shooter for Rapid Bucharest and played a huge role in the shooting percentage from beyond the arc. They've been shooting 38%, one of the highest for the teams in this competition. As Podar throws the ball right out of bounds, has a quick conversation with Limousin. Didn't look like Limousin liked what she said, but adjustments I'm sure will be made. Limousin, crossover, up and under, comes up short. Podar tries to keep it alive. Pingle right there to cancel any hopes of a second chance opportunity. Cacho now at the top of the key. Bobar wanted it, but there's going to be a holding foul called on K. Pingle. It's going to be the Philippines' third. Podar, the check ball. Limousin looking at the back door. Didn't have the angle to receive the pass, so it's a kick out for the shot. No go. Limousin tries to find Petronaite in that low post she had sealed so well, but got stuck too far under the rim. Philippines, Lexi now with the ball. Spin move, fade away. Basket is good. Philippines now with a 1-point lead. And Pingle with those sticky hands. Oh, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul called on Podar. Pingle goes down hard and takes a couple of extra seconds as he took a look at the replay there. Yeah, that momentum swung her all the way around. So Pingle will shoot two. Takes a breath, and Pingle has been struggling with injuries over the last couple of years, but trust and believe she's a dog. She has played through so many injuries, but you always want the players to be healthy coming into games. Gets the first free throw. And gets the second to go as well. Philippines now up 3. Limousin, baseline drive, drew the defense to her, and now you've got Petronaite wide open. Will she get the ball in time? Basket is not going to count. Cacho will start up top, the check ball. Cacho, she's got a decent bag, but they're going to call the offensive foul on her. Extended her arm out a little bit. You can see there as she's trying to clear out space to get the angle on the shot. Petronaite, kick out to Podar. Podar trying to find her best option. Had plenty of space to shoot that too. It's not going to get there. Cacho now, she's got one on her, brings it back out. Pana from downtown. Pana off the mark. And he got a whistle on the floor. Lexi did her best to keep her hands up, but it's going to be a foul call, too much body on her. And it will send Petronaite to the free throw line to shoot one. And gets that one to go. Philippines still maintaining that lead. And that's going to be another foul on the Philippines. See some frustration there from Tantoy and quick conversations. But the refs are calling a clean game. No hanky-panky. You Gotta respect it. Podar kicks it out for the shot. Limousin instead drives in, left-handed finish. Couldn't get the bucket. And Philippines making sure that it's very difficult for Rapid Bucharest to get those second chance opportunities. Cacho with the reverse lay-in. And Philippines now leading by 3. Petra Knight fouled hard by Cacho. And that's going to be Philippines' 7th. We got our first TV timeout on the floor. Philippines taking the lead and have been riding with it these last couple of minutes. Rapid Bucharest still plenty of time on the game clock. Adjustments will be made.
Shopping Center, avem nevoie de energia și gălăgia voastră pentru Rapid București. Aplauze și gălăgie pentru fetele noastre. Pentru un loc în semifinale, Rapidul înfruntă Filipine. O liberă acum pentru înainte. Rapidul e bonus. Prima liberă transformată curat.
Petra Knight gets the first one to go. Gets the second as well. And now Cacho will clear. It's a 1-point game. She's shifty. Gets the space she needs. Rolls it in. And Philippines rocking with some really nice offensive momentum here. Limousin kicks it out to Petra Knight. Petra Knight, no shot, decides to go all the way with it. Gets her own rebound. Philippines, no post presence, but doing a great job defensively of making sure that Rapid Bucharest are not active under the rim. Look at that defense. Tantoy kicks it out to Pana. Pana fires. Pana lets it fly and drains the two-piece. And the Philippines are looking good. Podar trying to find the best option. Rapid Bucharest not been as aggressive from the two-point area. Just as I say that, Limousin knocks down the two. Beautiful stroke from her. Cacho loses the ball. Podar scoops it up. And now she's wide open for the two. And Podar brings Rapid Bucharest back into this game. 9 points apiece. And it's Pingle shaking and baking. Offensive foul called on her. And that was a great couple of possessions from Bucharest. The clutch two-point shot from Limousin, denying Philippines the opportunity to score. It's now 9-9, 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Limousin, fade away, not gonna get there. Pana with the boards, almost took an extra step there. Tantoy trying to shake off her defender. Pingle trying to get it back into Tantoy. Gonna be a shot clock violation. And Podar quickly realizing that great defense leads to, opens up the way for offense, and they are cranking things up a notch here. Bobar on the drive. Bobar strong with it all the way to the cup. And the momentum seems to be shifting now towards Rapid Bucharest's favor. They're playing in front of their home crowd. They want to get as far as they can possibly get at this Bucharest stop. First time hosting the women's series. Limousin, left-handed finish. Is it going to go? Petra Knight misses the attempt as well. And the ball is chased down unsuccessfully by Rapid Bucharest. As we try and see who had the last touch there, I think it was the Philippines. So, no, I stand corrected. Gonna be Philippines ball. Pingle almost slips and loses her footing. Pana from downtown. Pana trying to chase down the boards. Gets it, pulls it back out. She's got 6 on the clock. Cacho loses it. Can she finish in time? Yes, she does. Bobar thought the possession was over and realized that there was no whistle. A little bit too late. Podar step back 2. Give it to her. Podar, Alina, bringing Rapid back to a 2-point lead. Pingle now on the drive, way off. And a shot clock violation leads to a timeout. Philippines have recognized that the momentum is no longer on their side and they have to go back to doing the things that were working for them. And tight defense unlocked the game to open up for their offensive players to operate. But Rapid Bucharest also found the holes in Philippines defense and have taken this 2-point lead. Porter at the wing. Nice feed into Bobar. Bobar misses. And it's those opportunities that CS Rapid must take advantage of. They want to get the kind of lead that will allow them to get a bit comfortable in this game. Limousin feeds Bobar. Bobar off the left hand. It's going to be a foul called on the Philippines. No, foul called on CS Rapid, and she extended her elbow a little bit. You can see player walking to the bench holding her face. Cacho, baseline drive. Podar trying to sell the foul. Refs aren't going to buy it. Philippines now down 1. Limousin directing traffic. Kick out to Petranaite. Petranaite looks good, comes up short. Pana's now got it on the wing. She's got Limousin on her. Has to go for the mid-range shot. Limousin, great defense. And you can see Rapid Bucharest now being more intentional with their offensive movement and execution. Almost losing the ball. Kick out to Kache. Corner 2. Gets it to go. Mika Cacho brings Philippines back into it. And with 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, we got a game, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a game. Cacho to clear. Cross. Gets the nice dish to Ferrer. Ferrer is hit to the ground. And she'll head to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws. Tie game, but that's just changed. Tantoy knocks that free throw in. And now the scoreboard is reflecting that bucket from the free throw line. Limousin takes it all the way. Too strong off the glass. And now here comes the Philippines fighting in every single possession. Pana fires. Clanks the iron. Limousin Kicks it out for the 2-point shot. Oh my goodness, Martina Petrinaite showing Philippines the business. Clutch, 2-point shot from the wing. Rapid back to a 1-point lead. Pana on the fade. Bobar to clear. Petrinaite, why would you leave her wide open from beyond the arc? Shooting clinic. Class is in session. I hope you're taking notes. Petrinaite is on fire as Limousin collides with Tantoy. Take a look at that replay right there, and foul will be called on the Philippines, so it's going to be Rapid Bucharest ball. 2 attempts from the free throw line. Limousin misses the first. Gets the second to go. And now 3-point lead for CS Rapid as Petrinaite called for the bump against Pingle. Pingle knows how to draw the foul. Sells it really well, and with Rapid now in the penalty, it's going to be 2 free throw attempts for K. Pingle. Pingle gets the first, misses the second. 1 possession game, just over a minute to go. Limousin at the wing. Oh my goodness. Look at her shake and bake. But just couldn't close it out with a bucket before the buzzer. And we've got some substitutions on the floor as Tantoy checks back into the game for the Philippines. But Hortense Limousin, one of the best ball handlers the 3x3 game has right now. She's so fast and stays so low to the ground, it's almost impossible to steal that ball. And she has come up clutch for Rapid Bucharest again and again, bringing in her Olympic experience and understanding of how to handle the ball during high pressure situations. Such a valuable addition to the squad. As you can see, the fans are loving it. The stands are packed. Everyone keen to find out who will come out as a winner in this game. Philippines, and now with 46 seconds in this game, 2 to shoot. Ball stripped right out of the hands of Tantoy. Hortense Limousin getting it done on both ends of the floor. Now tries to find Petrinaite for the attempt. But it's going to be a 3 seconds violation for Petrinaite. And the Philippines just need a long distance attempt and bucket to even out the score in this game. Cacho decides to go for the 1 point. Okay. So it's now become a 1-point game. And it's crunch time. Foul has been called on Kay Pingle. She didn't like the call. But let's take a look at that replay once again. That is definitely a foul. And so tough finding the balance between applying that defensive pressure and making sure you don't get into foul trouble. Limousin hits the free throw. 2-point lead. Could make this a 2-possession game. Gets the second to go as well, and CS Rapid Bucharest will have the possession. These last few seconds, everything has been working in their favor. And they're 15 seconds away for advancing to the semifinal. It's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pingle thinks that Limousin is holding on to her. They're going to clarify who the ball went off of last and confirm that it was indeed Limousin. So it's going to be Philippines ball. Philippines are going to have to make some quick decisions. Time is not on their side. Cacho didn't seem to understand that. Hung onto the ball and chewed about 2 seconds. And it's that lack of game awareness that has plagued the Philippines in this game, as Petronaite now 0.3 seconds. That will do it. That will do it. CS Rapid will advance to the semi-final game and will face either Azerbaijan or China to move on to the finals. You can see the local fans very happy with that. It was a great performance from Hortense Limousin, who got it done on both ends of the floor. Final score, CS Rapid Bucharest 20, Philippines 17 points. Up next, we've got our final quarterfinal matchup between Azerbaijan and China coming up. The players are getting ready to come onto the floor. This is going to be a grinder, I guarantee it. Azerbaijan coming into this game with a clean win record. They beat Singapore 22-10 and then went on to beat Ukraine 21-20, a game that went down to the literal milliseconds of that game. But Azerbaijan clinched the win, and Azerbaijan didn't have a great start, finishing 8th at the Baku stop, but in this Bucharest performance, they are now leading in most points scored and in shooting value. And their floor general, number 23, Erica Carter, is top player value, leading in key assists and in most highlights. Welcome back to 3x3, Erica Carter. We missed you. She's been playing like the beast that we know that she is. And they've been shooting 55%, the highest percentage from beyond the arc in this Bucharest stop. On the other hand, China in pool play won against Madrid 18-17, and then went on to lose against Italy 17-18, and that was, I think, safe to call that an upset. That was an interesting game against Italy. They were shooting poorly from beyond the arc, but I guess I'll tell you who wasn't performing poorly. Hang Yu-yang, their 6'4" center. She is the top scorer in this Bucharest stop and second top in double fives. She's been a force to reckon with, and few teams have been able to contain her ability to be active around the rim and to score and get those rebounds for China. So it's going to be interesting to see how she goes head-to-head against Azerbaijan's Brianna Fraser. Fraser, who's currently ranked the third top scorer. So what can I say? At this Bucharest stop, the posts have been putting in the work and getting things done. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play against each other. We're going to be in for a treat. China, one of the most balanced and battle-tested women's 3x3 squads in the world, but they have a few new names on their roster. And the new kids on the block are trying to catch up to the Chinese style of play. Listen, let's get into it. I'm excited about this matchup. Winner of this game will face CS Rapid Bucharest. Let's go, let's go. Here we go, here we go. Doling Hu. No headband, no white headband this time. She got the black headband. I like her swag, I like her style. She draws first blood for China. And she's been leading in key assists in this stop. If she doesn't have the angle to make the pass, then she will pass it out, or rather take it in herself. Mollenhauer off the mark. And you can see her and Zhu battling for the boards. But it's going to be a foul called on China, so it's going to be Azerbaijan ball. Frazier kicks out to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer back into Frazier. That high-low is their go-to play, and they execute it so well. So China are going to have to keep a very close eye on that. Now we got Yang in the low post, battling with Mollenhauer. No love lost there, but Mollenhauer will head to the bench for a little break. Yang gets it to Hu. Hu fires. Hu knocks it down. As Erica Carter taking it right to her defender. Great finish from her. And we got an offensive foul called on Azerbaijan, so it's going to be China ball. And now Lee takes on Ulyanova. And China may not be as successful from beyond the arc, but that interior play is working so well for them as Brianna Frazier, quick response. Make sure Azerbaijan stays in there. Hu against Carter has to throw one up. Frazier chases down the boards. We talked about this head-to-head matchup between Frazier and Yang. And Frazier, a bit more of a versatile player. She's got the outside game and the inside game, whereas Yang is a more traditional post player. But the foul's going to be called on Erica Carter. Look at the height difference between those two players. Listen, sometimes that's just what you got to do. You just got to foul. You see that mismatch. And that's going to offensive foul called on China. Moving screen. It's going to be Azerbaijan ball. Mollenhauer. Stop and pop. Basket good. Mollenhauer, great timing on that pass. She knew that's how they were going to get the ball into Yang. Erica Carter closes out the possession with a bucket. Azerbaijan now up 2. Zhu tries to keep it alive. Kicks it out to Lee. Lee has to shoot before the buzzer. She does. And another foul on China, who are struggling with the pace of this game. Azerbaijan's motion offense, quick as you like. Everyone is moving all the time. Frazier kicks it to Mollenhauer for the 2. No go. Frazier cleans up the trash, puts it right back up. Azerbaijan now up 3. Yang, spin move. Great footwork from her and draws the foul, so it's going to be Yang who heads to the free throw line. Yang gets the free throw to go, keeping China within reach. Frazier now at the mid post, goes to the elbow, fires the mid-range, off the mark. Hu tries to feed it into the post. And Mollenhauer really doing her best to get Yang out of position. It's a tough ask. Hu. She's got the space, slight hesitation, decides to take it into Erica Carter and is rewarded for her efforts. Just like that, it's a 1-point game. Erica Carter hits Frazier at the top of the key. Frazier all the way with it. Yang fires. Oh my goodness. Hang Yu Yang buries the 2-point shot. And China, even the score 8 apiece. And it's been a physical game. You can see holding foul has been called as we head into a first timeout. China now with 5 fouls, Azerbaijan at 4. Ulyanova get things started, handoff to Carter. Carter creates the space she needs for that shot. Ooh, rims out. Frazier now at the wing. Frazier's been feeling it from deep, but she's way off on that attempt. And she's looking like she's tired of banging in the paint with Yang, but really that's where she's most effective. So we are stuck at 8 points apiece. Hu now at the wing. Slight hesitation. She thought Yang was driving into the paint. Throws it right into the hands of Erica Carter. And Carter trying to shake off her defender, but the offensive foul is going to be called on Brianna Frazier, who just leaned a little bit too much into that screen. Young at the elbow, gets it to Lee. Lee, she's got Frazier on her, decides to bring it back out and feed Young. And Mollenhauer making it difficult to feed the post. And I've got to say, Azerbaijan are doing a good job of containing Hang Yu Yang. And that's just really the key when it comes to playing against her. You can't not let her get into position. Keep on bumping her and forcing her out to the mid post and beyond, and you get her out of her high efficiency scoring range. And I think that's part of the reason why score is evened out at 8 right now. Frazier. Oh, that's a tough move. Can't get the first one to fall. Second one goes in, though. It's going to be up by 1 for Azerbaijan and 1 opportunity for Frazier, so she can convert this to a 2-point play. She knocks in this free throw. Frazier gets the free throw to go. Halfway through the game here. Young is banging in the paint. It's going to be a holding foul on Ulyanova. Young She wants that ball in that low post. She knows that's where she's most effective. Nice scoop play for her. Mollenhauer with the contact. Azerbaijan being such a dominant presence in that low post between Mollenhauer and Fraser. We knew it was going to be a battle, and right now it looks like Azerbaijan is winning that battle, but still plenty of time on the Gamecock. Mollenhauer gets the second free throw to go. And now Azerbaijan with their biggest lead at 3 points. Who kicks it out to Yang? Yang step back two. It's not going to get there. Fraser to clear. Tries to get back into Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer. Kick out to Carter. But a whistle on the floor. And defense has been intense in this game. Who? Spacing not looking so great for China in this possession. Who doesn't have too many options. Left the whole right side of the court wide open. So China have to do a better job with their spacing. And it's not enough time to get off that shot for Lee. So ball is going to go back into the hands of Azerbaijan. Lee pokes it out of bounds. Ulyanova, too strong. Yang from downtown, splash! China back in it, 16 points, even score. She's got Fraser on her, manages to prevent Fraser from scoring, and China looking tired, but they're pushing through. Ulyanova off the glass. It's going to be back to a 1-point game. Who, if she makes this, that would have been something. And now who trying to stick with Mollenhauer? Lee has to come, and the defensive rotation was not good enough. Mollenhauer putting in the work for Azerbaijan. Her offensive contribution in the last 2 minutes of this game is amazing, to say the least. And now Ulyanova receives the ball from Fraser. Fraser, they're going to be a second and final TV timeout, but these last 3 minutes have been a roller coaster. And anytime China get within reach of Azerbaijan, Mollenhauer goes off. She is a clutch performer and has been super, super reliable for Azerbaijan. Taking a look at some of the highlights here. Not afraid to get the contact, finishing strong. She's a very reliable two-way wing, and she has to be the woman of the game for me in this matchup. So it's just under 2 minutes left in this matchup. Azerbaijan can now see the finish line and the horizon with 18 points, but China are fighting hard. And are they going to call the offensive foul on that? Yes, they are. Yang pushed her shoulder into her and sent her to the floor. So Azerbaijan earned another trip to the free throw line as Ulyanova gets up. And a correction on that play, no foul. They were going to call the travel. Offensive foul called on Erica Carter. It's not the call that you want at this point of the game. Zhu. She's got Mollenhauer on her. Mollenhauer doing her very best. Zhu does even better. China now down one. Erica Carter has the ball. She shakes off Hu, uses her body to protect so well. And it's 19 points for Azerbaijan. Zhu loses the ball. Great defense from Erica Carter. And now, oh my goodness, shake and bake. Couldn't convert the possession. But Hu trying to feed Zhu in the post. Erica saw it coming and denied the pass. Now it's Fraser from downtown. Brianna Fraser, clutch, long distance, mid-range shot. And Azerbaijan 1 point away. Mollenhauer, is she going to finish it up for the team from Azerbaijan? Yes, she does. What a battle, what a fight for the late team in white. Azerbaijan are proving over and over again why they deserve to be in the position that they're in. They started off this women's season not too strong, but are reminding us why this is a team that qualified for the Paris 2024 Olympics. Final score, Azerbaijan 21, China 17 points. And it's Azerbaijan who moves on to the semifinal, and they will face CS Rapid Bucharest.
curaj, cu forță și frumusețe în mișcare. Hai să dăm un rând de aplauze pentru artiștii Circului Metropolitan.